time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if we find a way to win. Glad to have you with us from Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on last year's national champions, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Golden Flashes offense will have the first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Here's the handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Golden Flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference.
There he goes! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wilson will throw. He gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Golden Flashes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Working that left side now. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Gonna look downfield again. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Kent State.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wilson to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Reads it, fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Grabbed in the middle, it's Blair. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Badgers are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. This time they'll go to the running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention. in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wilson will throw. Fires to the right. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Westbrook. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wilson to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man down the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Key. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Badgers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still... right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
14, Wisconsin, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Diggs Stadium.
The Golden Flashes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Off the RPO, complete. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Wilson will throw. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Here comes the heat. Buys a little extra time. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blair. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a final alert coming from the clash between Alabama and LSU. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Westbrook. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Quarterback may change this route. Wilson to pass. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the golden flashes with the 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Gets it out quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football.
Touchdown, Kent State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
21, Wisconsin, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's now 2nd down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. Runs through the tackle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Handoff from the gun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The golden flashes are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, it's a nice job by the defense in the back end staying with it. Even though the play broke down, quarterback was flushed out to the right side, making it a very tough throw for him. They ended up getting the catch, but it was out of bounds.
Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
It's complete to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the golden flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, golden flashes. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here's a hit. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Badgers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Blair. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Badger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense.
Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not...
He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Kent State. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That pass is incomplete.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Grabbed on the outside. It's Winston. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Blair. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Goes to the knee, and that will wrap it up, and their magical season continues. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.